I try to be focused, but my mind is always busy in delusion. Hi, welcome back to Moonlight Fairy Spot. Today we're gonna watch story about a girl who busy in building castles in air but in 2D style, so let's go!
In a world that demands perfect, Elara lived in the possible, while the rest of the village slept under a blanket of Atlantic mist. She was wide awake. She was a master of the 2 a.m. masterpiece, a version of her life where the ink never ran dry, the tea never went cold, and every exam was a victory lap to Elara. The world inside her head wasn't just an escape. It was her real home in this kingdom of maybe. Elara was never tired. She saw herself walking across a stage in a velvet gown, the student of the year medal heavy and gold around her neck. She lived the success so vividly she could almost taste the celebration. In her mind, she had already climbed the mountain. She had already won. She had scripted every smile, every thank you, and every perfect sunset. She wasn't just living her life. She was directing it, but the sun has a cruel way of melting paper crowns. The snap back to earth is never grand. It sounds like a low battery notification and the hum of a cheap desk lamp. 75%. The number glowed on her screen like a cold neon bruise. Not a failure to the world. A 75% is safe. It is steady. It is ... average. But to the girl who had already lived the 100%, in her dreams, it felt like a heartbreak. It was a 25% gap of not good enough. She tried to force the reality to match the dream. She set the Pinterest perfect desk, lit the candle, and opened the heavy books. But the ink spilled. The laptop charger died at the worst moment. Her mom called to cancel the weekend trip they had planned for months. In a culture that tells you to manifest your best life, Elara felt like she was only manifesting a mess. She was exhausted, not from the work, but from the weight of living every day twice, once in her head, and once in the rain, standing on a cobblestone street in the pouring rain, watching her umbrella flip inside out. Elara finally stopped. She looked at her reflection in a muddy puddle, frizzy hair, tired eyes, and a smudge of ink on her cheek. She realized she had been so busy building castles in the air that she had forgotten how to walk on the ground. She was a stranger to her own life because she was always waiting for the perfect version to arrive. So she dropped the broken umbrella. She let the rain hit her face, and for the first time, she didn't try to dream it away. She looked at a small, stubborn flower growing through a crack in the sidewalk. A flower that didn't care about being perfect, only about being alive. The magic isn't in the plan you made at 2:00 a.m. It's in the 2 p.m. puddle you.
Elara stopped building castles in the air. She decided, for once, to just stay on the ground.
Was actually quite beautiful. After all, you can't plant a real garden in a dream.
Ooh, this story is so lessonful for a Delulu person like me. Hope you guys like it, and don't forget to subscribe. Bye!